Howdy cowboys and cowgirls, it's me, Cowboy Jack, and today I'm somewhere really excited. You guys see where we are? That's right, we're at Dig World here in Katy, Texas. Have you guys ever heard of Dig World before? It's a brand new place for us to enjoy. It's a place where kiddos, little cowboys and cowgirls can drive some really big, really cool machines. We're gonna get to do all of that. Come on, let's go check it out. Wow. See, now first off, let's take a look at some of the rules they have here at Dig World. Guests must obey all listed age, height, weight, and health restrictions. Now there's signs on every ride that tell you you have to be this tall or this tall to do it. So we gotta make sure we're tall enough to do those rides. And there's all kinds of rules. You can read these right on their website. We don't need to go through them all right now, but you need to make sure before you come that you understand they've got rules to keep us all safe and make sure we're all having a great time. Here's a really cool map of the park. So there's all kinds of things for us to do, like gem mining. Have you guys ever mined for some gems? We're gonna get to do that together today. And then they've got all these skid steer tracks, a UTV track, places where we can dig with these machines, a bunch of different games we can play. Come on, let's quit looking at the map and let's just go check it out. Wow, cowboys and cowgirls, right inside the main gate, they've got this big old skid steer right here. And boy, it's got all these cool moving parts and all these big pieces, and it's fun to look at, right? But wouldn't it be really fun to drive it? I think it would. Do you guys want to come on a ride with me? That's exactly what it's all about here at Dig World. We get to do all of these experiences. So let's just go find something we can hop on and move around. Wow, cowboys and cowgirls, as we're moving through the park, there's all kinds of these cool signs around. And you know what? They're really informational. This says, "Let's talk soil." And this person's holding a big old handful of dirt, AKA soil. It says, "Did you know that it takes the earth up to 500 years to produce just 1 inch of topsoil?" Wow, that's really interesting. But when you put it into perspective, every year when the seasons change and the leaves fall, it takes a while for that to compost into the ground, right? So that kind of makes sense. Man, there's just so much to look at all around in here. It's kind of making my head spin. Hey, wait. Are you guys laughing at my hair already? Oh, come on, give me a break. Wow, see, that's the gem mining operation right over there. And we're gonna be sure to do a little bit of mining and see what kind of gems we can find. But I've got to go over to these big machines over here and let's play some games. You guys wanna play some games? I heard they have like 3 or 4 different games we can play while we're actually driving those big machines. Wow, there's a racetrack I see. That's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Here's another map, but I can't even think about that. We're here with all these big machines. It's time to get some games under our belts, right? Wow. And see, whoop, back up. This is really important. See, we're here at the Mini X Games. That's excavator games. That's really cool. So the minimum height to ride is 32 inches. So if you're 32 inches, but you're not quite 48 inches, you would have to ride on an adult's lap or something like that because you're not quite big enough to reach everything. If you're 42 inches or taller, just like right here, you get to do it all by yourself. I think I'm good. Let's go do it. See, they've got these really cool construction ropes all along the side, make sure we wait in line properly. So let's go right down here to the end. I saw something really cool down here. Wow. I mean, we're walking by these huge machines. They're just right here for us. This is so exciting. But there's one already running right down here. Let's check it out. Guys, look at this giant. This is a Cat 302.7. That's so neat. Look, all of these things run on hydraulics too. All these different hoses connecting to these different hydraulic cylinders. There's a lot of electronics that go along with it too. Wow, so this game is actually a duck game. What this has a hook on the end of it, and we've got these duck decoys in here. You guys ever seen a duck decoy up close? Whack, whack. He's really cool, but we're gonna leave him in here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in that excavator and see if I can make this hook him, and I'll put him over in this other pond. All right, let's give it a whirl. Wow, I mean, these machines are really tall. Whew. So, what's the first thing you do when you get in any vehicle? You gotta buckle up for safety, right? They have these big, bright orange seat belts to make sure you're staying really safe. Now, I'm gonna lock this down, and it's time to see how we can do at this game. You guys ready? All right, cowboys and cowgirls, it's time for me to try my luck and see if I can catch one of these duck decoys. Ooh. Almost there. Almost there. Oh no. Come on, Mr. Duck. You know, some ducks just don't want to be caught. There it is. I got him. Whoa. And see, I can swing him all around. Now, parents, it's important to know, come look at me real quick. Now, we're on these big machines and they are very powerful, but they're controlled by electronics, so little cowboys and cowgirls can't get in any kind of trouble. If I were to swing this joystick way out, that's about as far as it can go right there. It's not going to go any further where it could actually encounter another park attendant. Woo! Okay, well, I'm going to drop this duck down in this other pond right here. Y'all ready? Woo! All right, Mr. Duck, you're free to go. You guys think I could do it one more time? Let's see what we can do. Whoop! Kind of tricky to catch these ducks. Come on, ducky. Can't hide from me forever. Up. This is a harder game than I thought it would be. Whoops. It gets a little bit confusing because there's so many different motions on this, and you're running with all the different hydraulics. I need to scoot it out some, scoot it in. Well. Now, here we go. Oh, I got him. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's duck number 2 going into the other pond. All right, Mr. Duck, you ready to be released? Enjoy your freedom and your space in the new pond. Look at that. You guys think I could catch the last guy? One more? I think I'm starting to get the hang of this duck catching. Last duck, one more time. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, come on. Oh, I pushed it the wrong way. I had him, and I let him go. Come on, Mr. Duck. Well. This is actually a really hard game. It's a lot of fun, but it's just like anything. You have to practice to get better. I've got him. Wow. All right. Now it's time for me to drop him safely down in his new pond. All right, get in there with your friends, Mr. Duck. There you go. Whoops. Almost. I can't figure out how to let him go. Some ducks don't want to be let go. There we go. All right, all clear. Let me get it ready for the next kiddo that wants to play. This was such a fun game to play. I've had a great time. All right, well now I'm gonna go ahead and get on to the next game. So I'm gonna load this up. I'm gonna unbuckle my safety belt. Boy, I love that. You guys see what color this seat belt is? That's my favorite color, orange. All right, well, what a really cool excavator game. But that was only one of them. There's a whole lot of them here. All right, cowboys and cowgirls, time for the next excavator game. This one, we're gonna try to pick up some of these really cool orange cones. So I'm gonna get up in it just like I got in the last one. And again, what do we do for safety? We gotta buckle in. Here's my bright orange seat belt. Now I'm gonna lower this down. And let's see if we can catch some cones. I feel like I'm gonna be doing pretty good. Those ducks were a lot of fun to catch, right? Woo! I've got my eye on that far cone there. Whoops. Oh. I think if I just swing it back and forth enough, maybe we'll catch him. Yeah! There it is. Look at that. Picked it all the way up. That's really neat. And you can see these machines are really big and really strong. You can pick it up a really far way. That would be about as high as this will go. But my goal is to try and stack it, right? So I'm gonna try to put it on this other big cone. Woo! I've got it swinging a whole lot. Whoa. Well, whoops. There we go. Look at that. Whoops. Oh. Hold on. Now I got to figure out how exactly I'm going to take it off here. All right. Let me see how I can get this cone off of here. Oh, look at that. I did it. Wow. Maybe if I could do one more, but I got to figure out how to bring this boom in a little further because I'm going to try to stack it on that closest orange cone right there. All right. Boy, there are so many different ways to move this device, and that's the tricky part of it. You have to figure out which way is best. Oh, I'm so close. I wish you guys would cheat for me and go out there and touch it. Whoops. Oh. 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 There it is. Woohoo! All right, now let me figure out how we can stack it on this closest cone here. Not up quite high enough. Boy, I've got it swinging really fast. Whoops. Gotta wait for just the right time. There it is, almost. Maybe if I lean it out. What do you guys think? Is this recoverable? No. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and set this cone back down. Some cones just aren't meant to be stacked. Boy, that was a whole lot of fun. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna undo my safety belt. Go ahead and see what else there is to do. I saw some really big blocks over here. Guys, check these out. Come here. Wow. See, this next machine has these. These are like Legos, building blocks. That's really cool. We can't quite stack them on each other because they have those big hooks on them. But it'd be cool to pick one up and swing it around a little bit. You guys want to do that? All right, let me get it started up for us. All right, cowboys and cowgirls, we're at the next event. And see, this is a regular huge excavator, but they've got this computer making sure that everything we do is really safe here at the park. That computer makes sure, come over, let's just keep talking about it. That computer makes sure that until you're buckled in and have the safety completely on and engaged, that this isn't going anywhere. But wow, we're about to pick up some of these really cool blocks. I see a lot of different colors. You guys see what color this is? That's a yellow block. And then right here, one of Cowboy, no, not one of Cowboy Caden's absolute favorite color in the world, blue. And then of course we've got a really pretty green one right here. All right, well let me get up in there and see if we can pick these up. Woo! All right, safety belt. And now we're ready to go. I'm gonna try to pick up that green one. All right, let's pick up that green one. Let's see what we can do here. Woo. Oh, I almost had it. There it is. Woo! I picked up that block, all right. And see, now we picked it up, we can move it from side to side, kind of go all over with it. And it's really fun to experiment with these joysticks that control this, because it's not like a normal steering wheel or just buttons on a video game or something like that. And we're having fun with these, but these machines are used as real tools in the real world. When grown-ups are building something, they would use these to dig and move earth and all kinds of things. All right, I let go of my green Lego. Boy, this was really cool. Well, now that we talked about it, would you guys want to see what these machines can do digging real dirt? I know I do. I've never actually gotten to dig with one. Let's go do that for a minute. That's going to be so much fun, because they couldn't call it Dig World unless you're actually allowed to dig, right? They've got some really cool dig pits where we can use excavators just like this to dig real holes. Come on, let's go. Wow, cowboys and cowgirls, I found another sign that's got a really interesting fact on it. Take a look right here. It says, "Where is the largest man-made excavation?" A mine southwest of Salt Lake City, Utah is the largest man-made excavation. It dips nearly 3/4 of a mile down and covers 1,900 acres. That's the equivalent of almost 19 Disneyland parks. That's huge. Do you guys know where Utah is? Utah's out west of us here in Texas. It's a beautiful place. Wow, 3/4 of a mile down. That's a really deep mine, and that's a cool picture of it, see? And it's cut in these like strides, because in order to get down to the bottom of it, they have to drive along these curvy tracks to get all the way down there. Boy, they've gone and dug a really deep hole, haven't they? Well, in keeping the spirit of that, let's go dig ourselves a deep hole right in this dig pit right here. All right, let's make sure. Yep, I'm still tall enough, thank goodness. Let's go. Wow. And I just love all these bright yellow chains that tell us where we need to stand at. All right, well, here we are at the dig pit. I'm about to get in this excavator and dig that sand and see what kind of holes we can make. All right, let me climb on up. Now, buckle in for safety, because I'm gonna be moving some big dirt here. Now, let's just see what kind of holes we can make. Whoa! What? This is so much fun. Whoa, let me see if I can swing it out. Whoop. Wow! It's kind of tricky to get the hang of this, but I want to grab a big old claw full of dirt over here. There we go. Now I got it figured out. Look at that. We scooped it up. Now I can swing it around. You guys ready for me to dump it? Wow, I'm getting some sand in my face over here. Let's see if I could scoop some right out here. Whoop. Man, these things move really fast. Wow, this is so much fun. Woo, I'm making a mess, aren't I? This is a whole lot of fun. See? This is exactly what this park is built for us to have a good time and get to play with this big equipment. I'm doing the best I can do trying to figure this out. Boy, I could stay out here moving dirt all day. It's a whole lot of fun. Let's see. Let me see if I can grab a whole nother big claw. I'm gonna dump it from real high. Wow! Woo! Look at that big old claw. That is so cool. Ah! Like I said, it's really tricky to move these machines all around. There's so many different levers and ways you can move it. I mean, guys, come here real quick. Come over here. See, take a look. Just to move this around, you have to use these joysticks. This one turns us like this. Whoop, whoop. This one moves us up and down. But when I'm pushing forward or back, that lifts it up or down. But it's confusing because when I go left, it brings it in tight. And when I push it out, it goes out. So there's a lot of things to keep in mind when you're driving one of these big machines. And somebody who does this for a living has a really good skill set, because it's not just anybody that can pick up one of these and start working with it. I mean, it takes probably a long time to get used to it. And like everything, with practice, we get better at everything. Wow. Wow. See, wouldn't this be fantastic to come here and just dig in this dirt and have a lot of fun? Wow. But, you know, as I'm sitting here driving this and digging my dirt, I keep seeing this racetrack out there. Boy, there's a big racetrack. I need to go drive on that. So let me go ahead and get on out of here, take off my safety belt, and here we go. All right, let's go see the racetrack. All right, cowboys and cowgirls, here we are at the skid steer track. And just to recap, if you are under this tall, you got to ride with an adult. But I'm a little bit taller than 48 inches, right? I'm all the way this tall, even with my cowboy hat off. And boy, that breeze feels... Hey, stop laughing at my hair. Let's go race on this track. Come on, guys. This is gonna be a whole lot of fun. Wow, I can already hear it running. It's really loud because it's a huge, big machine. Whew. Now see, when you're here, you have to wait for your turn and somebody will let you in. Here we go, our very own skid steer. All right, look, it's got these really big tires on it. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and take a lap around the course. All right, now, you guys ready? I gotta take the parking brake off. There's a parking brake right here. Now that parking brake is off and we can go. Wow, boy, this is really unique. I've never driven one of these on a track before. See, I'm driving it with these joysticks. It's really fun. It's a lot different. Usually I'd be cruising with a steering wheel. You know what? I feel like I gotta do something while I'm driving this. Don't you? Yee-haw! Wow, and around we go. It's confusing. You wouldn't want to be going too fast on this because you have to drive with this joystick and it operates a lot differently than a normal car. Woo-hoo-hoo. I think I've got the hang of it. I could be a professional skid steer operator. There's a lot of buttons and things up in here. Whoa. Hey, when you're driving, pay attention to the road. Don't be looking around. Wow, this was a really cool track. All right, cowboys and cowgirls, let's finish up the track. Wow, this has been so much fun driving this all the way around. See, I'm gonna park it right back behind where we started. All right, now I gotta put the parking brake back on. And I'll lift up these safety guides right here, and I'm good to go. Woo! what a cool ride. I gotta get one of these to scoot around town in. That'd be pretty cool, right? See Cowboy Jack driving a skid steer through traffic? Nah, I'll stick with my truck, but that was a whole lot of fun. You know what? They also have UTV racing here. Wow! So the same rule applies about the height. You guys get it, right? Well, let's get in here and drive this really cool UTV. Whoa! All right. You guys want to take a look around this thing? This is a Honda Pioneer 520. It's got these really cool parts to it, like this red truck bed for if you needed to haul something around. You could put it right back here and get on your way. It's got these really big, really cool tires for gripping in the mud. And then of course, you know what this is up here? This is a roll cage. In case you got going too fast or any kind of danger, you'll have your seatbelt on, but this keeps your head protected actually if you were in a rollover event. You would never want that to happen. But wow, it's even got headlights up here. Whoa! Well, let's just get in there and drive. All right, here we go. So this thing is just like you're driving a car. We close the door here. And we're good to go. Let me just start it up. There we go. Now it's got a parking brake down here I'm going to release. And we're off to the races. Whoops, I almost forgot. Got to put on a seatbelt before we drive, right? All right, now that I got my seatbelt on, we're good to drive. Boy, I think this thing is cruising in style. All right. Wow, all the way around the track. Here we come all the way around the curve. And see, when you drive, you need to be safe. Keep your hands at 10 and 2. Just like this was a clock face. You guys want to take a look at that real quick? Woo! I've already come to the end of the track, so I'll go ahead and unbuckle my seat belt, but you guys can take a look at that in here with me. All right. So this is a regular steering wheel, right? So when we say our hands at 10 and 2, imagine this is 12 o'clock and this is 6 o'clock on the clock face. So 10 o'clock will be right about over here, just above 9 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock will be right over here. That way you can drive really safely and you know you're not going to have any kind of issues on the road, especially when you're driving something crazy like this red UTV. Wow! All right, cowboys and cowgirls, wow, I feel like we've driven so many different things here today. This is crazy. All right, cowboys and cowgirls, I'm here at Old Jimmy's Mining Company. You know what that means? It's time to do a little gem mining. Now, I've got this sand here that I'm gonna put in this bucket, and we're gonna go through it together and see if we can find a few gems. Let me just open this up. And I'm gonna dump it in this sifter right here. Now let's take it over to the water, see what we can find. Now what you want to do is see, we've got all this sand in here and it's got some really cool things in it. I don't want to give away too much, but we're going to use this water and sift through it like this. What we're doing is we're making all of that sand that was surrounding it go through those little bitty holes so we can get to the good stuff. And you can use all kinds of different water flows to clear it all out. I think I've just about got it, and we can take a look at all these gems that we found. Wow. You guys think we found any gold? I don't think there's any gold in here, but wow, look at these. There's all kinds of pieces of like some clear quartzite maybe. Yeah. See, Cowboy Jack actually loves rocks in real life. So, whoa. That's a really cool one. See how it's got a very unique shine to it? And these really cool... Wait a second. Maybe we did find some gold. I'm just kidding, that's pyrite. But it looks a lot like gold. Isn't that cool? Boy. And see, all of this came out of that bag, and we're just looking through here and seeing all the, wow, look at this crystal. See, this is actually a natural crystal, how it grew into this form right here. That is so cool. It kind of looks like Superman's kryptonite or something, right? And then we've got some really cool colors that I know Cowboy Caden would love, like these blue rocks, and even some of his favorite, these dark blue rocks. Whoa, this is so cool. Let me see if I can wash it off just a little bit more. Wow, look at this. Whew. Cowboy Jack got a little bit excited. I thought this was a piece of Texas chert. You guys know what chert is? That's the scientific name for flint. And flint is what the indigenous people of Texas would use to make their tools out of, like arrowheads, a long, long time ago, even before cowboys came to Texas. That is so cool. Wow, what a great time looking at all these different rocks and all these minerals that we found out of the earth right here at Jimmy's Mining here at Dig World. All right, well, I can't stay here and mine all day, so I'm just gonna leave these here. All right, cowboys and cowgirls, wow, now that we've driven, dug, raced, looked at, explored, mined for gems, we've done a lot of things. On the way out of this place, they have a really cool store where you can get all kinds of goodies from Dig World. Wow, see, they have everything from like stuff for the big kids to all of the things for little kids, like a Dig World high visibility safety vest, t-shirts, bags. Wow, this is so cool. I bet Cowboy Caden would really love a shirt like that. Wow, and Tower Ball. Wow, I've seen Tower Ball before. That's a really cool backyard game. We're gonna probably play it real soon. It's real fun. All right, cowboys and cowgirls. Wow, we've had a blast here today at Dig World in Katy, Texas. It's been so much fun. I mean, let's talk about some of the activities we've done. I got to dig with an excavator. I got to play games with a lot of different excavators. I got to drive that really cool red UTV over there around the track. I got to drive the skid steer around the track. I went gem mining. Now I'm up here with this gigantic, huge machine. I mean, look at it. We talk about this all the time. Cowboy Jack's about 6 feet tall. This thing is ginormous. Wow. I mean, just to get up in it, you got to go all the way up here and climb up. Whoa. I mean, wow, this thing is huge. I mean, I'm almost standing up inside of it. But if I took my cowboy hat, hey, even when I'm up here, you guys are laughing at my hair. All right, let me put my hat back on. I'll come on back down. Boy, that thing is ginormous. It is so big. Anyways, cowboys and cowgirls, I had a fantastic time today, and I hope you did too. So if you did, make sure to click subscribe on YouTube to Cowboy Jack, and you can come with us on all of our adventures because we go on a lot of them. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, make sure you're following Cowboy Jack on all the socials because there's a lot of cool ways to connect with the show. Anyways, until next time I see you, yeah!